Okay, so here we go. I am very happy to have with me on the guitar channel Mr. Jonny Lang. So Jonny Lang, are you enjoying the lousy spring we have in Paris at the moment?
I am. I'm enjoying it. It's not too bad, just a light rain, and it's okay. It's okay.
What was your first guitar, Jonny?
My very first guitar was my dad bought it for me for my 13th birthday. And it was a Stratocaster. It was white with a green pickguard, and it was a nice one. It was a 1962 reissue Stratocasters.
Okay. And if you have to sum up the main turning point in your career between that very first guitar and your latest album we're going to talk about after that, what would be the main turning points?
As far as guitar playing goes,
guitar
I think
playing or influences, training, and so on.
Well, the biggest thing that happened to me was I saw the whole thing that inspired me to get a guitar in the first place was that I saw this band. They were all friends with my dad, and it was my first concert I had ever seen, and I was just blown away by this sound of the guitar when he played it, and I just said I've got to learn how to play guitar like that, and so I was able to take lessons from him.
Okay.
And I brought him because I didn't really know if about different genres of music, or it was just all music to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember I brought a Nirvana CD and a Stone Temple Pilots CD
Okay.
to the lesson to let oh, can you teach me how to play this song or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, okay. He's like, yeah, we can learn that, but he's like, why don't we try this first? And he gave me an Albert King record, and so that's how I kind of started playing blues guitar.
Mm-hmm. And after that, are you mainly self-taught, or did you go from, I don't know, one special teacher to another to have the kind of guitar playing you have at the moment?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Did you go, are you self-taught mostly, or did you get a lot of teaching from people?
Well, yeah, most of my lessons after that came on stage.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to join their band as their lead singer.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit after that, and it was just by playing live really is how I learned.
Mm-hmm. So did you consider yourself, or do you consider yourself a singer playing the guitar, or a guitar player which kind of sings? Because you have a very strong voice, so you are very competent, if I can say that, in both areas.
I think if I'm one more than the other, probably singer, just a little bit more than guitar player. It comes more naturally for me than guitar does. And I think I have a bigger vocabulary as a vocalist, musical vocabulary, than I do on guitar.
And so you never really had to choose, or it was not a default option for you to say, okay, I have no singer, okay, it's one less people to pay, I'd rather sing. And
no, the economics of it all never entered into the equation, so yeah.
There is this great pic on your website with you and Ron Wood and Buddy Guy. When did this happen?
That picture was at not the last Crossroads festival, but the one before that.
And did you get to jam with Buddy and Ron on stage?
Yeah, we had a set together.
Okay.
And it was great fun.
Yeah.
Just really, really awesome.
And how does it feel to play with such guitar monsters? Are you part of the crowd now, and okay, it's business as usual, just hanging out with Buddy Guy? Or?
In a way it is, but I'm still blown away by the fact that I get to hang out and play with these guys. it'll never get old or blasé to me. It'll always be special.
And do you have some special role model as a guitar player, even now?
Yeah, I think if there's anybody now at this point that I really admire guitar-wise, it's Jeff Beck.
Yeah.
And also Buddy. He's so, I mean, especially for his age now, he has still got so much fire in his playing, and he's still got that reckless thing, and it's fun to watch.
So let's talk about your latest album, Fight for My Soul. So did you actually had to fight for your soul to record that album?
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Did you win?
I have. Yes, I've procured my soul. It's mine now again. No, I named the record after one of the songs, which is called "Fight for My Soul." So there's a specific meaning kind of to that song, I think, but I kind of thought in a larger sense that title made sense with the other material as well on the album. So it is a bit dramatic, but yeah, I thought it was an okay title.
And how was it recorded? Do you compose everything in advance, or do you work last minute on the studio to compose the tune and so on?
A little bit of both. I mean, there were songs that I had sitting around for a long time, and then there were songs that we finished as I was, singing in the studio. You sing half of it, and hey, we don't have any more lyrics. We gotta finish the lyrics. So, that actually happened.
There is a song called "The Truth," where you have an almost kind of Carlos Santana on the intro. How did you achieve that kind of tone? Was it a conscious decision, or it just happened to sound like Carlos?
Actually, I was going a little bit more for like a Jeff Beck thing.
Okay.
But I think because it's in that mode, that Latin kind of mode, it comes off as Santana-ish, and which is fine too. He's awesome, and but yeah, it wasn't really. It was intended to be played on acoustic guitar. Okay. That riff or that guitar line, and we had it recorded as an acoustic guitar part, and then Tommy Sims, the fellow I produced the record with, he called and he's like, "Man, can you put electric guitar on that part? Because it's not. I feel like it'd be better." So that's what I did.
So what did you use to get that kind of tone?
I used I have a Telecaster thin line with humbucking pickups, but I can split the coil, so it's a single coil. So I used the bridge pickup as a single coil, and then I think I plugged straight into the sound console.
Okay. Right.
And used my pedal board. Like, I can't remember exactly the configuration of what pedals I used, but yeah, that's how I.
Any secret tone toys you used on the record to get your tone, your guitar tone?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a secret. I mean, yeah, I've got a few pedals, and I've been enjoying kind of using pedals a little bit more on this record than previously, because I've never been a big pedal person. But yeah, I use like a fuzz octave, and also this delay pedal called Delay Llama. I don't know if you know this pedal, but so yeah, it's not as many effects as some guys have, but I wouldn't know what to do with all that stuff, you know.
Yeah, and what about your gain? Is your gain coming from the amp, or do you have some kind of overdrive pedal in front of it?
Yeah, mostly, the amps are turned up, all the way, or just short of all the way, and then and then I'll use a Route 66 pedal, which is like a tube screamer kind of pedal. So, and that's usually my main overdrive pedal.
There are also some songs which are very orchestrated, like Seasons, for example. And is it very different to compose this kind of song to more straight ahead song?
Yeah, well, this was a song that I had hanging around for a little while, and I was kind of afraid to put it on the record because I felt like it was so different from maybe what someone may expect to hear from me. But Tommy talked me into it, and no, this is one of those songs that just musically, it just kind of came out, and the melody and the music for it came very naturally.
And how do you approach other kind of songs like Blew Up or Breaking In, which are more pop songs? Are you trying to get again and again another big hit, or just, okay, this is the way you compose?
No, well, Blew Up was Tommy's song. He brought that one, and then I just added a few things to it. And then Breaking In was a song that I had written just as I would write any other song. Wasn't really thinking of its radio potential or pop potential, but that's kind of the thing. It's been a little bit of a struggle to as a guitar player, my influences are blues guitar players for the most part, but then the songs I write really aren't like that. So, so it's been a little weird trying to just find my place there, but still trying to find it.
And do you come up with do you have, I don't know, a specific idea of what you want the sound of the album to be, or it is okay, whatever is going to happen with the band or with the mood at the time to at the end?
I mean, really all that we do is just will like play the song for the musicians on acoustic guitar or piano or something, and then they listen to it and go in and play it and interpret it how they want to, and there's not very much controlling what they do, and I love doing it that way. Because I feel like if you do it that way, then they get to be invested in the song as well, and they get to make their part of the song from their heart instead of doing what somebody's telling them to do specifically. There are times when you have to kind of fine tune different things, so you'll instruct whoever to play something, but. But yeah, for the most part, that's the process.
And you seem to have a knack to come up with some memorable lick. I mean, to have some lots of melodic hook throughout the songs. Do you compose those, or is it just okay? You happen to be able to come up with those kind of a couple of notes which sound so simple but also so memorable?
Yeah, those usually just come out of. From more the singing side of me, if I'm singing along to it, or listening back, or just playing it on my acoustic guitar or something when I'm alone, those little ideas will pop into my head, and I try to remember them for later.
So what would be your word of wisdom to share with the guitar player to be able to come up with such line and not to go always with the flashy another fast lick, something like that?
Yeah, just because you can play something doesn't mean you should.
Definitely.
It's just like speaking. I think the best analogy is a conversation. What does the conversation call for? Are you in a loud, busy train station and you have to yell to be heard? Are you in a quiet place and you're having an intimate moment with a good friend? What is this song? What's the environment of the song? And just respect the environment of the song with your playing. And if you do that, then you'll be fulfilling. I think music's goal in general, which I think is just to be something that other people can relate to, and something that can help maybe somebody who feels the same way you did when you were on that song. But then the other side of it is that it's art, so anything goes, and if you feel like whatever you feel like doing is okay, at the same time. So there's no rules, but I guess some paintings have, you can see what the picture is of, and some paintings very abstract and you can't tell, and one isn't better than the other.
So, but one thing is sure, don't yell all the time. Okay, that's what I can.
Yeah. It's if you're just because you can. Sometimes that wears people out. So, but if you don't care, go ahead, go for it.
And regarding your guitar techniques, did you see some evolution between your very first record and that one?
Between the first one and this current one? Yeah, definitely. I think I have become a better songwriter, and better at saying the things that are in my heart, putting them into songs. And I think just with experience, you hone your skills, and it's been a pretty natural evolution of just me as a person, and things about me change, so then the songs change because of that. And it's just you can hear, I think, the growing up process.
And do you have some special instruments, some special guitar? You would die if you would lose those instruments?
I have one that I would absolutely die, and it's a 1957 Esquire.
Okay.
And it was a gift from the president of A&M Records at the time that I was signed to it, Al Cafaro. So it's a very special guitar to me, and also one of the best sounding guitars you could ever hear. It's just an amazing guitar. So
just one pickup, and that's all you need?
It's just the bridge pickup, and it's white, and it's beat up, and it just looks amazing, And it's horrible because it's like I want to play it. I want to bring it out and play it and not let it sit. But then at the same time, I don't want it to get stolen, But so I bring it out sometimes.
And are you the kind of guy who thinks, who say, okay, this guitar is good because it's old, or is it because it was just well done at the time with good wood? And nowadays, and is it possible to build this kind of guitar now, or not anymore?
No, I think good guitars, you can build a guitar today that is as good as any other guitar. And I don't know what the secret is to having a good sounding guitar. I don't think anybody knows, otherwise every guitar would sound good. And that's definitely not the case. Like I have a 1959 Stratocaster. They're renowned for sounding amazing, and this one is the worst sounding guitar that I have. It sounds really bad. It's just got no
Wrong number.
yeah, it's got no life to it at all. But it's a collector, so I keep it. But there's just it's weird. Again, I have a 1958 reissue Les Paul, and I thought, because I never really played a Gibson, and I thought, wow, I was like, do these things all sound this good? Because if they do, I might have to just play these things. And we had a friend come in, and he's got a bunch of old, really sought-after Les Pauls, and so I would go to play one of the, put that, and mine sounded better than all of them.
Okay.
The reissue 58 off the assembly line or whatever. So you just never know what's going to sound good.
Okay. So what are your next project? Now are you doing a lot of promo behind this album? Do you have another tour after that and so on?
Yeah, a lot of promotion and interviews and so forth. And I think now it's been 10 days in Europe doing this, and then I'll probably do the same thing in the U.S. Coming up shortly, and then it'll be on the road to push the record. So.
Okay, so hopefully we will be able to see you live here in Paris.
Yes, actually, October we're playing here.
Okay, cool.
At New Morning.
Okay.
And so I'm not sure the date exactly. Maybe the 1st or something like that. But yeah.
Okay.
So.
Well, thank you very much for your time, and so good luck for the rest of the promo tour. And I hope to see you in November in Paris. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.